think I'm going psycho. I want to ingest some sodium hypochlorite.
No, Joseph. I'll show you the way. You can get less stressed out if you listen to music.
I am the way your son don't need a gun to get respect up on the street.
Never when your body grinds on me, baby. You know I'm for not your reverence, not your glory, not your heaven. I'm wishing for society, that high and logo. Style we never. I'ma explain why you probably never see me. Hey, just got a pound of the
rest to go outside and I spit it with the guys. We up on the other side. Acting like we tied. I've been gone since like July. Acting like I died.
Alright, we know music is fun and all, but we also know that there's a lot of science behind it. First off, we're going to talk about physics and sound and all that. So sound is basically is an audible wave of pressure that goes through the air or through any transmissive type of media and goes into your ear and then is perceived by your brain, right? So yeah.
The human auditory system is logarithmic when it comes to perceiving sounds. This is true when it comes to amplitude and frequency. We're going to listen to a 100 Hz frequency alongside a 200 Hz frequency, and then an 800 Hz frequency alongside a 900 Hz frequency. Alright, so this is the 100 Hz frequency. This is the 200 Hz frequency. This is the 800 Hz frequency. And this is the 900 Hz frequency. The perceived increase in the frequency of the second pair seems smaller than the first pair, even though the actual size of the increase is the same. We tend to group sounds perceptually into bands that increase by successive powers of 2. A mathematician would call this a logarithmic increase. Musicians call the bands octaves. Audio technicians develop pink noises as a response to reality.
Okay, now we gotta talk about standing waves.
waves don't die. Let me grasp you for the moment. I don't need to own you.
Okay, standing waves is when two waves with the same amplitude, wavelength, speed, and frequency collide, right? So what happens is they kind of double up on each other. So let's say one wave is like that, and then the other one is also like that. So then when they collide, the standing wave will be like that. You get what I'm saying? So it's like that, right? And then also furthermore, standing waves, they have two special points on the whole like wave thing, right? They have the anti-nodes and the nodes. The nodes, these points, are the points that don't move at all no matter what you do to the wave. But the anti-nodes are constantly moving to the peaks and to the trough and to the peak of the crest of the wave. Yeah, right? You know I'm the expert on waves, but like I'm an Afro guy now, but like I was the expert on waves, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Stringless instruments create sound when their strings vibrate in the air. In a pipe, standing waves are made of air molecules that move back and forth. Sound waves are longitudinal. In strings and brass instruments, sound is produced by vibrations, but notes from instruments like brass are standing waves. Standing waves with different frequencies correspond to different notes. If you struck a string on a guitar, the string itself will produce a standing wave. The nodes and antinodes are then visible on the string.
Okay, so there's two types of waves that we're gonna talk about. Okay, alpha and beta. Okay, the difference between the two is the difference in frequency between the two. Y'all know what frequency is already because you're smart IB students. Y'all already done math. You know what frequency is, right? Yeah. Okay. So first of all, beta decay. Beta decay. I was thinking about nuclear physics. We're talking about wavegular physics. Okay. Beta waves vibrate at 14 hertz to 40 hertz, right? And this kind of fast, so they're not really that good for studying or whatnot, right? But alpha waves are much slower. They vibrate at 8 to 13 hertz per frequency or whatever, right? This is better for studying, work, meditating, and whatnot, right? It's also been shown to show a deeper relaxation for the muscles, help with heart attacks, and also for all y'all crackheads out there, it's comparable to the effects of smoking and drinking and all that. That's why people listen to music while they smoke and drink, because it gives them the double effect,
Now for chemistry, we gotta talk about neurotransmitters. Neurotransmitters are chemical messengers that transmit signals across the synaptic cleft from one neuron to another neuron. when we hear music, our ears detect the stimulus and send auditory signals to our brain. Our brain then releases dopamine and serotonin and move it to other parts of the brain, which enhance mood and will make you feel like a rock star.
Man, I feel just like a rock star.
Listening to music with higher beats per minute or BPM, such as Kendrick Lamar's Humble, or Kendrick Lamar's DNA, or Kendrick Lamar's Element, or Kendrick Lamar's All Right, or Kendrick Lamar's King Kunta, or Kendrick Lamar's Loyalty, or Kendrick Lamar's Love, causes the production of dopamine and serotonin to increase, which leads to a better mood and more pleasure. Listening to music causes these neurotransmitters to move within the neurons in the brain, causing a better mood.
Dopamine, this one, C8H11NO2, is released when you listen to music from the substantia nigra area of the brain along the striatum.
Interesting.
Serotonin, C10H12N2O, it's produced in the brainstem and in the raphe nuclei, which project these neurotransmitters all along the central nervous system.
So musicians have superior working memory, auditory skills, cognitive flexibility, and if you're going through a tough time, listening to music is cathartic. Music also improves memory and childhood literacy. Babies who have more music lessons communicate better and usually smile more. Musicians benefit from brain plasticity through a lifespan. Trained musicians have superior multisensory processing skills. It improves white matter cognitivity and gray matter cognitivity. It increases the blood flow in the brain, and it reduces academic achievement gaps. Orchestras, coordinated
So music also improves your mood by alleviating symptoms of depression, anxiety, and schizophrenia, and it also reduces the hormone cortisol, which is related to stress. So music reduces stress.
Turn the O2 to the O3, yeah.
The O2 into the O3, dog.
Now do you understand why you need to listen to music?
Thanks, Josh.
I've been moving calm, don't start no trouble with me. Trying to keep it peaceful. God's plan. God's plan. I hold back sometimes I won't. Yeah. I feel good sometimes I don't. I don't wanna die for them to miss me. Yes, I see the things that they wishing on me. Hope I got some brothers that I
Heart attacks and also for all y'all crackheads out there, it's comparable to the effects of smoking and drinking and all that. That's why, people listen to music while they smoke and drink, because it gives them the double effect,